Hi, I'm Rob, and in this Gems of War video, I'm going to show you a couple of really cool teams you can use for this raid boss event. Now, from the shop, you're going to want to try and grab tier 1, 2, and 3 if you can. Tier 1 is always good because you get the Potion of Enchantment, enchants all allies for this event only, so that's good anyway. Tier 2, you pick up the Lion Commander. You need this God Slayer, you need it because it gives you extra points, extra magic, really good. Double that magic, whatever damage you're doing, it's going to get doubled for this event. So not only is this good as a God Slayer, but it's good as a general troop at the same time, because it does damage to an enemy boosted by all ally armor. So if you've got a nice amount of armor, we're going to do even more damage. So you need that anyway, so grab one of those from the shop from tier 2. And if you can, grab tier 3 as well, because you get a really cool weapon, and it's better to get it from here than it is to craft it in the Soul Forge anyway. Explodes magic +1 blue gems, grants a random status effect to all Leonis Empire allies, then summons a Leonis Empire troop. So a nice explodey summony weapon. I do like these, and the upgrades are pretty decent too. Do like this weapon. Right, so let's take a look at the team and show how you can switch around if you are missing one or two of the troops. But you can go with something like this: Emperor Ctharrasque, Lion's Reach, the Emperor, Lion Commander. I mean, if you pick up extra copies of these, you could even go 3 of these and the weapon. That is absolutely going to work, because you're going to explode gems with that. You're going to charge up the team, and these do so much damage because it's boosted by all ally armor that basically you're going to rip through the team if you get a nice start with blue and red. But starting with this team, you can go Emperor Ctharrasque up the top. Deals magic-based true damage to the first 2 enemies, stuns them and drains their mana, and stuns a random enemy on 4 or 5 gem matches as well, and gains 3 to all skills if in first place, which he is. But we can do better than 3 to all skills with the Emperor in the team. Give magic-based amount to all skills on the first ally with a 7% chance of an extra turn for each blue gem on the board. So as this event gets harder, this will come into its own even more. At first, it'll not be needed because most players will be bashing the troops out of the way with that single cast of Emperor Ctharrasque and the Lion Commander and just random damage from elsewhere. But as things get tougher, this is really going to come into its own with that massive boost to Emperor Ctharrasque's damage. And he also grants a random status effect to a random ally when an ally casts a spell, which is rather cool. Good to have the weapon there. Good to have that status effect on all our team, and a summon just in case things go wrong, and of course all that lovely mana gen. We can be in a Geomancer for this. All constructs start with 50% mana. Serendipity is nice. Don't care about Mage Lord. Anti-Magic Sphere is good. Tactician is good. Rock Solid is good. Stone Mastery is good. Yeah, Fortitude is good. Right, anyway, it's all good. So we get a 50% start on the weapon, a 50% start on our Emperor. Our Lion Commander is going to deal with the boss and anybody else that happens to get in his way, because he'll be hitting really, really hard. And if you don't have the Emperor, you can chuck in a second Emperor Ctharrasque, or like I said earlier, you can chuck in a second Lion Commander. Really good damaging troop, that one. So very straightforward, you know, way to go about it, but it's kind of all we could do really, because we are really restricted on the troops and weapons here. Not a great amount of choice at all. Banner of Elements is good for this. +2 brown, +1 blue, -1 yellow. And like I said, in the Geomancer class, I did toy around with some other classes like Corsair. Technically sounds good. +2 blue when matching blue, and you get some cool things in the water part of it, like the snap freeze insulated, gain 3 magic if you're using a polearm, which we are. Watery binding is right. Deluge, good against damage to all opponents. Bonus blue, you can go with that, but I just liked the 50% start on both these 2 troops here. In fact, we have Rock Solid and things like that. Anyway, enough jibber jabbering. Let's pop in and have a couple of fights. But like I say, a team like this would be good. If you don't have an Emperor, 2 of these would be good. 2 Ctharrasque would be good. Lots of various ways to go about it. But we'll get brown for our weapon. Let's cast Ctharrasque. He's got charged. Bash them out of it. Charge the weapons. That's ready to go. Let's cast that. And Ctharrasque is ready again. No need to cast the Emperor at first when you're bashing out the enemy nice and easily. He's our main additional power generator, I suppose, later on when the event gets a bit tougher. Let's just do a couple more battles on this low level, then we'll jump forward and see what happens when things get a bit more difficult. That's ready straight away. Let's benefit out of that nice 50% mana start. We can take a skull hit straight away because that leaves us 2 enemies for Ctharrasque to finish off. Kaboosh, I'm out of there. Well, I've jumped forward a little bit where the boss has started appearing and it starts to get slightly tough, or so he thinks, but no match for this team still. And the cool thing is about the Emperor is even if there's no need for you to cast him, even if you're still wiping out the enemies with a single cast, it's still beneficial to cast it sometimes, because if there's tons of blue on the board and you're going to get that extra turn anyway, then it does several things. First of all, it increases Ctharrasque's attack, so any skull hits do more damage, but it also, of course, increases his armor, which means when we cast this troop, we get even more damage, because the damage is boosted by all ally armor. So really nice combination of the way this team works. Right, let's bash them out a bit. Like now, for example, like we're doing 64 true damage right now. There's loads of blue there. 84 is a boost. Really good chance of an extra turn. Might as well have it. We're now doing 92 true damage. We've gone up to 106 attack. That's going to boost that up. Look, the boost is now like 209. So multiple benefits to using the Emperor in a team like this. But like I said before, if you don't have the Emperor though, then chuck in 2 times Ctharrasque or 2 times this dude, because he hits really hard with that double magic. So really cool. Let's cast a weapon, get charged up. And it means we can actually blast out the boss now, in my case, with a single cast of Ctharrasque rather than relying on our Godslayer. So yeah, multiple benefits to the Emperor. Let's just do a couple more battles. Oh, that red would have been nice. Would have, but Potion of Explosion kind of spoiled it a little bit. Not a lot of blue there. Let's cast that in. We are death marked right now. Let's bash out the boss while we can. Take out Ctharrasque nice and early if you're a newer player. Don't leave it to chance. Not a lot of blue, but we're going to get status effects every single time we cast it, which is super beneficial. May as well give them a little wallop. Let's get Ctharrasque ready to go again, and we will be golden. Just need a bit of brown. There we go. Yeah, go on. You think you're doing your stuff. Be on your way, you mouldy cabbage. Right, let's just do one more then and get a... Let's go for the damage boost option with Ctharrasque. Let's show how this works when you get the damage boost. So we'll look to get our explodey weapon charged up. So we need various troops going. So this is going to get our Ctharrasque going at the same time. Don't care that they're transforming troopers about to cast, because we're going to cast this now. So 28 to the top troop. Now doing 92 true damage. Takes them both out in one go. Let's explode the little bit of blue that's there. Let's take out Matey Boy at the bottom. Make sure he hasn't got any funny ideas about doing anything cheeky. And finish off with Ctharrasque. Got all our extra armor, all our extra life, more skull attack power, more spell power. So yeah, a pretty cool team for dealing with this. But like I say, if you don't have Ctharrasque, or you don't have the Emperor rather, then stick in an extra Ctharrasque or a second Godslayer if you got it. So there's the video. If you enjoyed it, it'd be really cool if you bash that like and subscribe button. It really does help. But most of all, thanks for watching. Catch you again next time. Bye for now. Give me my orb of wisdom. Ooh.